All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back from break. I'm sorry I'm not here today. I have an appointment at the VA, so I will be gone. But today we're going to be going over basically applying stoichiometric ratios. I know it sounds like a mouthful because it is, but don't let that daunt you. All right. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to look and find ratios of your chemicals. So when we look at this equation that I have up on the board here, we're going to have something like KClO3, all right, and it's going to be decomposing to leave us with oxygen and potassium chloride. Right? So it's breaking down, forming two different substances, all right? And when you do this problem, you'll see on your worksheet, it's the same one on there, that you're going to have to use this part right here. Well, how do I know what I put in this part to get my answer, right? Because it's going to ask you how many moles of oxygen you have. Well, you can only figure out the moles of oxygen, right, by applying this ratio to the moles you're given of KClO3. So we look on the left, we have 2, and we look on the right, we have 3. So 2 of these is going to make 3 of those. Well, how do we apply that ratio? Well, it's really easy. We put 1.65 moles of KClO3 are given over 1, and then we put what we have on the bottom, which is moles of KClO3, and then we move to what we want on the top, which is moles of oxygen. All right, so we know that we have 2 moles of KClO3 for every 3 moles of oxygen, right, of O2. And what happens when we take 1.65 and multiply it by 3 and then divide it by 2? Well, we get 2.48, and that's our final answer. Our sig figs there are 3, so make sure that you're remembering those significant figures, and also make sure that you are labeling it correctly. Do that for all these problems. It should go relatively easily. If it doesn't, don't worry. Please read in 299 on your book, just to 301, and we're just going to be covering stoichiometry for this week as kind of a review, and we'll be leaning into that for your exam. I don't plan on having a particularly extensive exam. I generally try to keep them under 100 questions, maybe 50 is what I'll aim for with you guys, all right? So don't worry, I'll talk about things tomorrow, and let me know if you need any help tomorrow, or you can come into Flex anytime. So talk to you later.